Hello guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to talk about the HSRP election. On the video before, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. We talk about HSRP and how HSRP works, and we also configure a network over here, and we're still going to be using the same network. And again, you can configure the same network on Packet Tracer if you don't have GNS3, and it's going to work the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this election and how it works. So HSRP election is based on a priority value from 0 to 255. Okay, and by default the priority of HSRP is 100. So when you configure the routers, they all start with a priority of 100. And if you configure a higher priority than 100, then that router is going to become the active router. So whoever has the highest priority is going to become the active router. Okay, and if both routers have the same priority of 100 or whatever number it is, if they both have the same priority, what's going to happen at the election, the way it's going to happen is that whoever has the highest interface, then that one becomes the active router, and that only happens if the priority are the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go to GNS3, and if you come over here and you do show a standby brief, you can see that the priority is a default and it is 100. From this one is also 100, and this one is on standby. Okay, even though this this is router 2, right? And since router 2, they both have, router 1 and router 2 have the same priority, which is 100, but since router 1 has the highest interface, then router 1 became the active router. Okay, so that's how it works. But let's see if we change the priority of router 2 to be higher than router 1. So if we make this priority to 101, let's see if router 2 becomes then the active router. So we have to go to interface gigabyte/0, and we have to give it a standby, and we have to go to the group number, to the same group number that we configure, which is group number 1. Okay, and then we're going to give it a priority of 101. And let's see if router 2 becomes the active router now. Let's do it. Do show brief. This one is still on standby, even though it has a higher priority than router 2. That's because what you need to do is you need to shut down the both interfaces. Shut down, and then let's do no shutdown. No shutdown, and let's see who's going to become no shutdown. Let's see now who is going to become the active router. So you can see it came up. HSRP is up too. This is router 1, which has a priority of 100. And if we go to show standby brief, it's listening. So they're still trying to figure out who's going to become the active router and who's going to become the standby router. Let's go ahead and do show standby brief. Still the state, as you can see, is speaking. Do show standby, and as you can see that we have a message right here that router 1 became the standby router. That's because router 2, and let's go to router 1 again. Router 1 has a priority of 100, and router 2 has a priority of 101. Therefore, it became the active router. But if we change the priority of router 1, standby 1, remember the group number priority of 102. And if we do shutdown over here, and then let's shut down over here too, because the election only works if you shut down the interfaces, and then let's shut down the interfaces. Okay, and now let's give it a minute, and router 1 should now become the active router. Okay, and that's how the priority works. Whoever has the highest priority, it becomes the active router. And as you can see now, since router 1 has a higher priority than router 2, now router 1 has become the active interface. And that's how the election in HSRP works. Okay, the election goes from whoever has a higher priority, it becomes the active router. If both routers have the same priority, then it goes to the interface. Whoever has the highest interface, then that router becomes the active router. Okay guys, so this is a short video showing you guys how the election on HSRP works. And if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and leave me questions in the comments below, or you can just go ahead, and if you have a Twitter account, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at CCNA Daily Tips. Okay, and if you haven't done so, go ahead and also subscribe to my channel, where I have over 100 videos on the ICND2 topic and CCNA. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.